This article is on the Italian race car driver for the Columbia University philosopher Achille Varzi. Achille Varzi was an Italian Grand Prix driver. Career. Born in Galliate, province of Novara, Achille Varzi was the son of a textile manufacturer. As a young man, he was a successful motorcycle racer of Garelli, Moto Guzzi and Sunbeam, and rode 7 times in the Isle of Man from 1924 before switching to auto racing in 1928 where, for the next 10 years, he would rival Tazio Nuvolari, Rudolf Cariacola and Bernd Rosemeyer. Varzi's first race car was a Type 35 Bugatti, but he shortly changed to driving an Alfa Romeo, a brand with which he would score many victories during the 1929 Italian racing season. In 1930, Varzi acquired a vehicle from the relatively new Maserati company. He drove it as well as an Alfa Romeo, earning his country's racing championship, a feat he would repeat in 1934. One of his big victories came at the prestigious Targa Florio, where he upset the favored Louis Chiron. Following his win at the 1933 Tripoli Grand Prix, a race at the time associated with the lottery, Varzi was at the forefront of allegations that the race had been fixed. Varzi won 6 Grand Prix in 1934 driving the Alfa Romeo P3 at Alessandria, Tripoli, Targa Florio, Peñarine at Barcelona, Copacciano and Nice. He also became the first driver in history to hold both the Targa Florio and Mille Miglia title in one season. Although the Alfa Romeo team had proved to be competitive under the management of Enzo Ferrari, Varzi decided to join the Auto Union team, racing for them between 1935 and 1937. This move coincided with Varzi having serious personal problems, including an addiction to morphine and a difficult affair with Ilse Peach, the wife of a fellow driver Paul Peach. Quickly overshadowed by teammate Bernd Rosemeyer, his trips to the winner's circle dropped to only 4, but he did win his 3rd Tripoli Grand Prix in his 3rd different vehicle. By 1938 he had dropped out of sight and the advent of World War II ended racing in Europe. During the war, Varzi overcame his drug addiction and settled down with his new wife, Norma Colombo. At the end of the war, Varzi made a remarkable comeback at the age of 42. In 1946 he attempted to race a Maserati for the Indianapolis 500 but failed to qualify. In 1947 he won 3 minor Grand Prix races and traveled to Argentina to race in the Buenos Aires Grand Prix. Death. During practice runs for the 1948 Swiss Grand Prix, a light rain fell on the Bremgarten track. The Varzi's Alfa Romeo 158 skidded on the wet surface, flipping over and crushing him to death. He was buried in his hometown. Achievements. In 1991, motorsport journalist Giorgio Teruzzi recounted Varzi's story in a book titled Una curva ciec vita di Achille Varzi. During his career, Achille Varzi competed in 139 races, winning 33. Some of his major victories include Avasrennen 1933, Coppa Acerbo 1930-1935, Copacciano 1929-1934, French Grand Prix 1931, Monza Grand Prix 1929-1930, Nice Grand Prix 1934, Gran Premio del Valentino 1946, Mille Miglia 1934, Monaco Grand Prix 1933, Peñarine Grand Prix 1934, Targa Florio 1930-1934, San Remo Grand Prix 1937, Spanish Grand Prix 1930, Tripoli Grand Prix 1933, 1934, 1936. Tunis Grand Prix 1931-1932, Turin Grand Prix 1946. Legacy. The Varzi's death resulted in the FIA mandating the wearing of crash helmets for racing, which had been optional previously. A Formula One team entered some races in 1950 as Scuderia Achille Varzi. The team was equipped with Maserati's 4CL and 4CLT and featured drivers José Froilán González, Antonio Branca, Alfredo Paine and Nello Pagani. On 5 June 2004, Poste Italiane issued a stamp commemorating Achille Varzi. His relative and namesake, Achille Varzi, is professor of philosophy at Columbia University. Complete European Championship results.